Hi everyone, this is Group 11. Today we are going to introduce the project we've done. First of all, I will introduce the aspects of security. There are 4 sections in the aspects of security, including authentication, audit, associations, and confidentialities and integrated. In the part of the authentication, we focus on the process of login. This is a form to submit the user's name and password. And this is a Shell filter. Shell is an Apache plugin to keep system safety. In the aspect of the audio, we focus on the part of the registration. In the registration, users can input some essential messages and submit them, but the new users cannot log in the system yet. The new accounts need to be checked by the system manager. System managers can update these accounts or pause it or delete it. In terms of association, as the picture shows, there are trees which offers opportunities to allocate permissions to each rows and each function. And in the code, there is a code name requires permission is denied to judge if this user has permissions to use these functions or not. About the confidentialities and integrated, our target is to protect the sensitive information. For example, the password is a sensitive message in this system. As the picture shown, the password is a ciphertext. There is a function named entry password. In this function, we can see the password with ciphertext will consist of 16-byte short and 16-byte hash word. And there are 6 main functions in these systems. In terms of registration, users can input the necessary messages, and the system manager can receive the requests, and managers can check this user. If this user is legal, managers can pass it. Otherwise, and the users can use these accounts to log in these systems and use the functions in this system. And there is a section control as well. After a certain time, the sessions will be unavailable, like this picture shows. Because this system based on the Spring MVC, so we can use Java beans to manage some essential messages. As the picture shows, we use a beans named section managers to manage the section, and we set the time limit is 8,100. If the section is over this time limit, the sections will not be available, and the user need to be logged in again. In terms of void, we reference the official websites in the Australian government. Like the picture shown, we can see there are 2 ways to void, including above the line and below the line. As a result, we set 2 ways to void as well. We said the users can vote for candidate and party. We can see this is for the party one, and this is for the candidate one. When we implement event management, we add one more function to connect the events with party. This is basic events management function. And this is show the connections, show the relationship between evented and party. This form is to let the managers can add a new evented, and there are several essential messages, including event ID, name, description, and due time. This form is to add a new relationship between evented and party. And there are 2 more functions about parties and candidate management, and results for the party and person. In terms of party and candidate management, there are lists to manage party and candidates. And this form is to add a new party, and managers can input certain necessary messages here. And there are similar forms for candidate as well. For the page of the result, the system will calculate the sun's result according to the party's ID and event ID for each party and candidate. In conclusion, there are two main aspects. Of we focus on in this system, including the aspect of the security and functionality. In the aspect of the security, we implement the requirements of authentication, association, audit, and confidentialities and integrated. In the aspect of the functionality, we implement the registrations and check user, watch for party and person, management of the event, party and candidate, displaying the results for party and person, and set the section countdown. And okay, I will display the system redone.